Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Titanic 2 is the movie I'm going to be reviewing now, and it has nothing to do with, it's certainly not, it's not a sequel to any of the other Titanic movies, not 1997, not any of the other Titanic movies. What it's meaning is in the film, nowadays, present day, well, I mean the movie was made 8 years ago or something or whatever, but present day, they have made a new Titanic, an exact replica of the Titanic called the Titanic 2. And basically it sets out and, boarding another ship named the Titanic is, it's kind of a bad luck, kind of a bad vibe kind of a thing to do, and it ended up going down. But this is not a very good movie. In fact, this is a pretty fucking stupid movie. It's a very low budget, and not criticizing it for that, but it's a very low budget B movie kind of thriller, B movie thriller. Terrible acting, terrible effects. Again, I don't get what's with these certain movies, these certain people that turn this into sort of like this, like, I don't know, like sci-fi romp kind of thing. It's like, so in this, it's not an iceberg that's the big deal. There's a glacier that's broken apart that's going to cause this big tsunami. That is also gonna, like protrude all of these icebergs in a big cluster across the Atlantic Ocean, and it just so happens that it's crossing Titanic 2's path. I mean, I think a story like the Titanic, would serve, it serves the story the best to be more like, there's nothing that kind of, in my opinion anyway, would grip people into the story more than just the straight up true facts of what happened. And the ship going down, straight up because of hitting an iceberg. Like none of this other fancy stuff that they try and throw into it like that, right? And anyway, aside that though, I mean the movie, it's I can't stress enough. It's almost a so funny it's good kind of movie. Like it's just a B movie that's not done very good, that you pretty much can't really think of anything else to do but laugh about it. There's a few redeeming things here, like, well, and I will say the CGI is terrible. They did an alright job of containing most of the scenes to the somewhat shoddy acting they had in the indoor sets they had built, which you can tell they did that for a reason, because whenever they go to anything else that requires heavy CGI, it's terrible CGI. Like, horrible CGI. Like, it almost looks like paper cutouts or something. Like, it doesn't even look like a real thing. Like, it's just terrible CGI. But they didn't use it tons, and they veered away from showing lots of it, so obviously they knew. So I can at least respect that. And, one scene I kind of enjoyed was, well, okay, so in, which this movie is, it can't even be compared to any of the other Titanic movies, really, even Raise the Titanic, like anything. It can't be compared to any of the Titanic movies. Like, it's beyond that. It's so stupid. But one kind of thing I thought was kind of an interesting idea that they decided to do just for this one shot is in the 1997 film, there's a scene where Titanic's leaving its port, and there's a little sailboat, like this little pleasure vessel that's kind of sailing just up alongside the Titanic as it's leaving. And they have in there, the people in the boat are kind of looking up at it like, whoa, this is huge. There's a very similar scene, like you can tell it's paying homage to that scene, you know, kind of ripping off that scene, but it takes place present day nowadays. So instead of this cute little wooden sailboat like is in the 97 film, it's like this modern, sporty looking jet boat, which is fairly true. But, yeah, no, basically, to make a long story short, guys, this is a stupid fucking movie. I really don't recommend watching it, and I definitely didn't have that good of a time watching it. And, I think for grading, I'm going to give this one a D+. There's a couple alright scenes here and there. Few kind of random scenes of homages and I don't even like to use the word authenticity in a movie like this, but some things that you can tell somebody did some little bit of research in some sort of way. So there's a plus to be given, but it's definitely a low grading. It's definitely a D, and so yeah, D+ would be my grading for that. And as for cheese, I give this one Kraft Velveeta slices. The cheesiest of the cheesiest, guys. 100% oozing cheese. Alright, so that's my review for Titanic 2, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please come back for more.